Okay, so here's like an official kind of video walk around of my 2012 Ford Fusion Sport with front wheel drive. It's not super clean as it was in the last videos. It's gotten a little dirty because it's been raining. Just start with a little exterior thing. Obviously it's a Sport. The Sport model is kind of like a top of the line model. There's the Sport and the SEL. The Sport doesn't come standard with quite as many features as the SEL, but it does come standard with a 3.5 liter V6, and I looked up how to say this. It's an Aisin 6-speed automatic transmission. It's a Japanese transmission company. That's the one that doesn't break. The transmission on the Fusion that breaks all the time is the 6F35 automatic transmission. The Sport model also gives you these different exhaust tips, so they're bigger. I found a little imperfection in this one. I'm kind of bummed about that. While we're on the subject of build quality really quick, don't like how this bumper fits. You can kind of push that back in. It does the same thing on the other side. So, yeah, not too thrilled about that. And with only 350 miles on it, I shoved it back in on break when I was at work, but there's a little flap in there. I don't know if you can see the little black thing. That was popped all the way up. It's supposed to keep this from rubbing against the dashboard. So that lasted really great. Whopping 350 miles, so yeah, not a good sign for the build quality, but whatever. At least it's not the Focus and it actually works. In case anybody's wondering where Cheese is, he's over here going with Mommy to get the mail. That's Cheese's favorite thing to do, is to be the mailman. He doesn't go close enough to the road. He usually falls over in the road and starts rolling around. But anyways, there's Cheese. He'll be over shortly. I think I showed you most of the exterior already. I don't know if I mentioned, but you can get this vehicle in all-wheel drive. This is a front-wheel drive. It was the only Sport model that the dealership had, and basically the only one in the state. Nobody has these things. These are 18-inch rims that come on the Sport. They say Sport in them. Before I go inside, I'll talk a little bit about how it drives. This is a family sedan before a sports sedan, obviously. It's very smooth and comfortable. Now, this isn't a Camry, but I'm not quite sure why it wears a sport badge, other than the fact that it looks kind of sporty, because it doesn't really drive that sporty. That deserves a sport badge, on the other hand, because it's a Wolfsburg. But this thing certainly will not embarrass itself in the corners. It does have very direct steering. It's a little bit light and not too great on center, because it does have electric power steering now, the Sports. But for those of you who think it's going to be a Contour SVT with a 6-speed automatic transmission, you're probably going to be pretty disappointed. But if you look at it as a very comfortable and very capable, quiet family sedan, which still handles pretty darn good, you'll be really happy with the way this car drives. Not too much has changed in the interior of the Fusion in the past 6 years. That's what it looks like now, the dash shape. It's all a soft touch dashboard. You know, storage bin up here. Kind of basic radio controls. I'm not going to bother going into everything because it's kind of easy to figure out. Manual climate control. No seat heaters, but you do get these nice leather seats on the Sport with the white stitching. You get a different shifter on the Sport. This is piano black with a manual shift gate. It's actually facing the right way, even it looks like it's backwards, but when you're accelerating, you pull it towards you. When you're downshifting, which makes the car slow down, you're pushing it away from you. So technically that is the proper configuration. Only Mazda, BMW, and a couple of these older Fords are set up like that. There's a change slot over here. I'm going to take that out because I'm sure I'm going to get sick of listening to that, even though it doesn't make too much noise. Trunk release, panel dim, automatic headlights, fog lights that pull out. It's on auto right now. Get this stitching with the Sport. I like that. Pretty decent headliner. Sunglasses holder. It came out of the factory with this tape on, and I still have to take that off. Decent sized damped glove box. There's a little slot over there. That's pretty big. It's hard plastic, but it's solid, so it's not gonna go anywhere. So I like that. The doors are all soft touch up here. This is all padded all the way down here. Pretty nice interior. It's got a 10-way power driver's seat. Next I can show you the gauge sweep. This is the instrument cluster I used to think was really ugly, but now that I've actually been living with it, I just think the font is kinda ugly. I don't mind the rest of the gauges. I don't mind the rest of the gauges. Leather wrapped steering wheel, white stitching, sport extension grips. Four-wheel disc brakes. Comes standard on the Fusion, always have. You do have a nice rear seat. I will show you the window sticker again. Nice back seat. Again, the white stitching carries through back here. The materials carry through back here. And you have this thing, which is kind of cool. It actually, for 2010 and up, they changed the rear seats around just a little bit. And this sits lower. It used to sit up higher. This is an older 2011 because it has these fixed restraints. It's an older 2012 because they changed these head restraints partway through the 2012 model year. This one was built in November. Now these fold down. They changed to this style in 2011. Before that, they had one that was shaped like this, and you could just push it up. So unfortunately, you cannot fold these down. They will stay right in your way there. Window sticker, 1827. I'm getting about 24 with it so far in its first take still. Not a whole bunch of optional equipment. You can maybe you can pause that and read it, but it's got the 401A equipment group, which is the 12-speaker Sony audio system power moonroof. It's got the red candy metallic paint and the reverse sensing system. There's the total MSRP. There's a little bit of a discount for the equipment group savings, so it is a $30,000 vehicle. So I was a little bit pissed about the little build quality thing there. And the little flap. Dual mat pockets, that's where I sit to drive. Got enough room, the seats are pretty good. I guess I'll just go in the trunk. It's got a pretty big trunk. And it has these gas struts that don't take up space, which is nice. And I got 25 seconds left before the camera runs out of memory. You have spring folding rear seats. That's kind of cool. Here's where the audio system speakers are. Subwoofer, tweeter, subwoofer. There's 3. There's going to be 2 in each door. There's 2 speakers actually here. There's a woofer, then there's a tweeter sitting on top of it. Ooh, quick, Eric, hurry up. Woofer, tweeter. So 2 speakers in each door, 3 on the back shelf, and you have a center-mounted speaker right there. So that's 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12-speaker audio system sounds great. I'm completely out of time. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll keep you updated on more stuff later. Bye.